Okay.
Okay, here we are again back. Marvin, this book, so complex, so complicated, it's only 12 sutras of time, but there is a but. It's like written for the people who are fully professional, scholar, research, everything you have read, then it makes sense. If you are fully new, you don't get anything what is being talked about. Like no idea. And this is the most challenging subject I have ever taken.
Okay.
Time. All five are challenging, but time is very much elusive. And there is two aspects we know about time. One, scientists are boggling our head. We can go beyond time, we can go before time, we can go time travel. So in one way, they are boggling our mind what it is. In another way, if you go to Indian mysticism, Kali, you see and you become afraid what kind of goddess she is. I was wondering, Marvin, why they are making this Tantra aspect so scared for children. Like as if they are inclined to scare people. Nobody should come near and everybody should be scared of it. I pondered over the matter, what it is. Actually, it is so powerful, the system, if you really know, it's so powerful that it makes effect immediately. It doesn't take time like yoga, sitting after 10 years of penance, you get to know some truth. And that truth is very separate from you, not touching you at all. You are sitting silently under a tree, eating nothing, observing the truth. And you find it. And here in Tantra, the things are immediate, like just creating effects immediately. So, in a way, you can say that this is kind of a sword you should not give into the hands of children. And children will be interested what adults are doing there. So in order to make them far away, even not to think about it, make the people afraid of it. And talk in the sense of killing, destroying.
Right.
So in any case, if you are afraid of death, please do not try. Don't even think about it. Because it's the beginning, it's begin with awakening the intelligence and killing the ego. Ego is putting it aside. So I was thinking, why? You went to Tibet, here, there. Scary. Everything to make you scared. Oh, I don't want to. Namaste, Pavel.
Namaste, Pavel.
Namaste, Guruji. Namaste,
Looks like you're also coming out of sleep.
No. No.
We were wondering about that, why this Tantra thing is so scary. Kali, and none of the picture of Kali is like all killing, swords, this, blood coming out, head sinking, skull here. Fear of death, yes. If you are a child, if you show to the child, he will be scared. So to us, you also, you look at this picture, what is this? Fear of death. Their message is that if you have fear of death, please do not say hello to us. This is not your path.
Can you make a recording?
He already started, I think, no?
Recording is there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Being recorded. Recording is on. So I started to think yesterday, after giving this class on time, which nobody dares to touch. Everybody says attachment. Detach, they are taking on one thread, they work. attachment. Somebody says art, then color. Most of this was worked by Osho. Osho give art, no? Creativity, work in a way that not to do, but how to do, showing yourself, putting yourself into it, and seeing your karma as a reflection of yourself. That is one thread. No, 5 threads are there. So art. Art is like you move into action and see yourself reflected in your action. Like you cook the food, cooking the food, you are there. Who you are. No? That way. That is color. That's very nice to give birth to new architecture, new paintings, new things, new style. To the also very interesting. So people choose, a lot of people choosing art. And basically Osho choose that into okay, then rag attachment is also Vedantis, analytical people also like knowledge as a thread, and through one thread they are influencing and changing topography around it, the space. Any one of the thread will allow you to change object and subject both. Time, anyone you will master, and one is nice to master. If you try to master all, we say that if you try to master all, you will find none. If you try to master one, you may succeed. So out of 5 people choosing and giving birth to new discipline and new school and new realism, like Advaita Vedanta, non-dualism Vedanta, knowledge, pure knowledge, genuine knowledge, purest knowledge. So they are going towards knowledge, and through that, they are coming out, influencing other, understanding time, understanding attachment, understanding art, no, understanding the space around it. One, this I have chosen most challenging, time. Most challenging. I'm understanding the halla ballo around it. Scaring children, no? So I was thinking, think of India. I was thinking about India, and I found that India still carries from zero to all, is preserving the seed. You can find cannibalism in India, and you can also find a space research. It's launching. So one way science in one polarity, and another way cannibalism is still there. So India, I found, is a strange place, a space somehow divinely chosen to preserve the seeds, variety of seeds. Keep on preserving all kinds of seeds. And you can check the evolution from shamanism to ultra-modern thought you can find in India. So I was thinking how the evolution came and how the knowledge started to combine. This knowledge we are talking about, the abstract knowledge, genuine knowledge, pure knowledge in itself. So when the shamanism was developing, suppose thousands or whatever years before, shamanism was in, people know only soul, and at the most know how to relate with some soul who just died, like immediate effects. This way they are working. When people who meditated and come to the truth point, realize it on any of the thread, doesn't matter. And the people, mostly, suppose 90% people are involved in shamanism. Once in a while, 1 or 10% people come to realize the genuine knowledge. Now, what they did, as I'm guessing, the evolutionary pattern, that they tried to infuse this knowledge into their rituals of whatever shamanism they were doing. No? Whatever they were doing, and people were learning from animals, no? Keep the horns, paint like tiger, like this is how they are coexisting. So this is the, and learning coexistence with changing, painting, being the part of environment. So no movement, somebody is guessing. You are there or not there. If you are recognized, you are killed in jungle. Because everyone is a food. Jungle means, natural means You are a food and you are looking for a food. Very natural. Somebody looking for you as a food and you looking somebody as a food. This is we call very natural.
Organic.
Very organic. So, in organic way, people shamanism, they learn shamanism in organic way, being part of the nature, worshipping the nature. And when this knowledge combining together, they started to bring consciousness and a meaningful action. What you are doing outside, how it can relate inside. You are outside, inside, combining together and bringing immediate result. You are time, influencing the time, but in a different way. Understand, we are influencing the time in a different way. You need to understand the religious approach to time and the science, like Einstein or these people who are working and giving you theory of quantum physics. This is a different aspect. There's two different aspects. Aspect here is, in religion, we learn to create time and destroy time. We are not learning the behaviors and natures of the time. We are not concerned about. What we are concerned, how to give birth to a time and how to kill the time. This is the approach of Tantra. We are a creator of time. We are not studying what is time and use it for atom bomb or some kind of time travel or some. We are finding some useful aspect of it, and that is the drawback of science. Economic viability is such a curse to the growth and direction of this science that science is blind, meaningless, and has no direction. No direction. The scientist looks very intelligent. They are intelligent. Intelligence there, but identified with this intelligence, they cannot go beyond it. Some scientists may get glimpse to it. Here in religion, we are concerned with our mind, ego, and intelligence. Let you know the fundamental, some academic way in Tantra, but we are moving now, this initiation, going into the time. We need to know organs, how many organs we have. If we try to sense something, we need an organ to sense, to know. Without an organ, how you will know something? So we have organs, what? 5 sense organs, eyes, nose, ears, these 5, and 5 cognitive organs. Motor organs and cognitive organs, 10. And 2 more organs we have. One is mind, another is intelligence. Remember, intelligence for us is an organ, same like eyes. And mind for us is an organ. Then only you can understand this time. This is the structure. And then you learn to give birth to time. How to give birth to time and how to decide to kill the time. This is a different path. No? Our perspective is different. We might can understand and give a suggestion to science where to look for. Because science gropes in darkness. All is blind. I found something. And write a description, make a research, put it there, and at the exact place. Because all are blind. If you make something here, there, full confusion in science. So science doesn't allow any confusion because all are blind. So they have very systematic, exactly this will happen like this. Exactly this way, this book will be here, this book, this research there. Because if you behave through eyes, you will disturb the whole system. So they're finding in darkness, oh, it could be, looks like, oh, very hard. Write down, it's hard. No? So this is how science goes as the blind people groping in darkness for the truth. Problem here is economic viability. In science, which we call science. Any research, any knowledge, if it doesn't have economic viability, it will not grow. no finance will come, nobody will research. And you can understand why science is going towards global society, economic viability. We are doing research trying to find which is the first cell which is live, but becoming before life, it must be neutral. Neither this nor that. Neutral state. So in this scenario, look what Corona is the best example. What we are trying to create a living cell, trying to understand what virus, bacteria cutting, using radioactive lasers to cut the amoeba or bacteria or whatever small things, and learning to create codes. In that, accidentally, we cut the virus called Corona. Groping in darkness, scientists don't know what they're doing, but doing something. Exploring blindly, but all the time involved in exploring blindly. Experiment done. A lot of money has been invested to find this accidental outcome. Most of the science is accidental outcomes. Yes, please, Bob.
Corona was made in a military laboratory, and that's why scientists always create weapons. Also because of the money, because of the resources.
Viability.
Yes, and the weapon have the highest level of economic liability, because with the weapon you can take whatever gold you want. So the sword is always more important than the money.
Yes. So any research going for economic viability, that this much money is invested to find this finding of science, now how it will finance back to us. No, this is how Corona, anyone future in physical immortality, living cells, all experiment is done. This much money invested, now we need money back to forward. They got a lot of medical science, got a lot of money back. Maximum money, almost all the money was pulled into medical science on one finding, that we can cut the virus and redesign it. Now to research further on physical immortality, you need a lot of money. Money from where it will come? From?
And what is the purpose of this science? This is the main question. What is the purpose?
Ego. The game of ego, no? I am intelligent. That's only to prove one thing, knowledge. Ego is pursuing the knowledge to prove one thing, I am intelligent, nothing else. So as a religious point of view, we look at the whole phenomena and laugh about it. Foolishness. No, as a spiritual point of view, it's pure foolishness. Idiot. No. Foolish. Investing your life like this, investing your energy for this, and final outcome is pure suffering. Enormous suffering for the whole humanity. Not only one. So this is the approach of science. This is the blind people. It may hurt the ego of Einstein, but he is blind. It may hurt the ego of all physicists who got Nobel Prize, but they are blind. So here, we are not concerned to study the nature of time, to go back in time, to the future in time, and finding an economic viability. That our research, how will bring back money to us. So we are not concerned here. We are concerned here, time to create. We are creator of time. And we are the destroyer of time This is monism. And this is the approach. I'm showing you the avenues of path. This is one. Another one also I will initiate you, observers. There are 7 observers. The job is to observe. They are not important. But their job is to observe. And there are layers upon layers, 7 observers. They are controlling the whole universe. Like one will control is the protector or observer of this planet. Another is observer of the solar system. Another is the observer of the cosmos. So observers keeps on, and each one is moving. This is another way of moving the path. I will initiate after this. This is the most challenging I find. No, because observer is more complex. After this. But this is also a part of time, very challenging, very interesting, and most powerful. Time. Controlling time means controlling life and death and deciding who will live how long, which planet will live how long. Just deciding time. Time about anything. You look at this phenomena, decide the time about it. How long you will live. Time. Decide the time about Marvin, how long Marvin is. Timing. So control over time means controlling over death, and that's how she is depicted as Kali, and very dangerous. I tell you, very dangerous, because giving a sword in the hands of a child. And so complex that if you hit your brain, I tried to understand through mind. I started going mad. Almost impossible. Nothing making sense. Drop it, go by experience. So I teach you with my experience. There are 12 Kalis. I will teach you pure experience, leaving all the books aside. Yes, reference, I am reading it. Yeah. But it's very complex that without, if I go beyond my experience, to you will make no sense. But if I tell my experience, it will make sense to you. No? So what we are learning, and also understanding this hullabaloo of Trishul and this and that, and then rituals about this shamanism mixing with genuine knowledge of the people and giving meaning to their shamanism, slowly diverting shamanism into the path of consciousness through the ritualistic pattern and finding the correlation. This is how I think this could be the development and beginning of Vedic science, Vedic religion, or Vedic Tantra. You can say the normal Tantra differentiating from cultured Tantra. Sophisticated, cultured, educated, academic, and then doing the same rituals which shamans were doing. And involving whole public into that. They don't have knowledge about time, but they can participate, be a part of it. And this is how India started to develop its civilizations, to my sense. And preserving all the seeds, so that you can see your development. You know, oh, this is cannibalism. I was there 2000 years before. They are still there. And this is the science challenging Einstein on the findings, and all the physicists who are working on time. Any of the 5 of the thread you will work, we are there. Time, space, knowledge, attachment, and art of movement. 5 things. If you work, we are already there, because we have been working for millions of years, maybe thousands of years. Of history, whatever we have, at least 200-300 years book I have. 500, 600 years, 2000 years books we have, no? Like time. So at least this much. But knowledge is eternal. So creating the time. Ready? Before that, so for future, I can see permaprints that will also be interesting for you, for the how we will proceed once, because I saw that if I go for 12 Kalis, I will need 12 for this only. So I'm initiating, just showing you the path out of my experience, giving you the first step. If you move forward, you will explode. Oh, what is this? Okay. So I need let's see grok again. It's improved or is still hallucinating? Last time it was hallucinating. You are human. This may take a few seconds. Okay, you got to know I'm human. Having my camera access. So here 7 Paramatrins. To know this is also part of Tantra Loka, which we started. No, this is part of the same book, chapter, this one. So Tantra Loka is full. It may comprise analytical aspect also, no? But I am going one-sided, pure Tantra, not touching yoga at all, because there is infiltration in yoga of Tantra. Like Adi Sankaracharya, in one way yogi, Vedantis, knowledge orientation, and for 6 months, he's leaving his body and entering into some other body of king and enjoying 6 months with the queen of the king. And writing 2 books on very valuable 2 books on Tantra, Saundarya Lahari and Anand Lahari. After finishing this Tantra, maybe I will go to the left side, another side of it, analytical side, and show you the interpolation of Tantra in Buddhism, in Vedanta, in other schools, which is not schools, but this is pure Tantric way. So, 7 per month. I'm taking time because let's see, Grok.
And with the 12 Kalis we finish, or we will continue?
No, we are into that. We are into that. But just I'm preparing the background so you can understand it.
Okay.
Removing all the questions which are in your mind about Tantra, Alabalo, and then coming to the point. This is part of Kashmir Shaivism, yeah? This book, Tantra Loka, in which we are studying Shri. Yes, these are the observers next, after the time. Once you will understand the time, and if you want, you can walk over the time itself. After the time, I will introduce this observers. 7 observers. He is taking the explanation is drawn by the Secret Supreme, chapter 8. The information is being taken here. You must buy this book, The Secret Supreme, I tell you. This is must to read to understand anything. You must buy this book. At least this much book you must. Yes, this book. This book you must read, word by word, word by word, 100 times.
Yes, 100 times. I remember reading the book, but I couldn't understand anything because of lack of experience.
This one you will understand. This is written in a common man to referring to keeping in mind to a very common layman person who will sadhana, no? Who will do the path, who will do the penance. So it's an amazing book if you want to understand these tantric aspects. And yeah, if you don't understand, you might ask, but it's written in a very simple way. So here I will go through, next we will go through, this is also a way to travel the path. And on Vigyan Bharat Tantra, which you were studying, no, like it says the first sutra, no, that you have read all Vidyamal Tantra, and there you will find reference of threefold path, fivefold path, ninefold path, 50-fold path. If you want to have academic knowledge about it as a layman understanding of all this path and what does it mean by 50-fold and things, you may like to go for one book and read the preface before the book starts. All is important in Vigyan Bharat Tantra. Read before the techniques. No, the preface. The practice of centering awareness, I also find practice of centering awareness. This book, if you want the practice of centering awareness, this is for all kinds of knowledge, which is in a short form, fivefold path, ninefold path, and technical aspect, this panch kancho, no, elements, all this informations, in a genuine information you may find before the preface and all other, before the book starts, the practice of centering awareness. If you are following Shakti Prakriya, no? Shakti Prakriya. Now I come to the point of explaining you to understand, to go for the next one. You can read about this, and practically what to do I will tell you later. No, this is for the future. And here we start sharing. Let's see my challenge, which I have taken. Creation of time is so much multidimensional that how to explain. Let's create a time. Huh? Let's create, like creating a time. Anything you make, manufacture, create, you are creating in a frame of time. Buying the laptop, 1 year warranty. Creating in a frame of time. You can also give 100-year warranty. Then you are creating differently. You are creating a time in relation to anything you create, and means at the time of creation, you will also create the time of death. This is also a creation. Try to understand. We are creating the time of birth, and we are also creating the time of death. That's all about this Kali. Marvin, please.
You know, it's funny that we're on this subject because personally in my life I'm going across a simple statement or affirmation I'm trying to consider is to take the time to take the time. And as you said, you know, when we create something with the time reference, we also create the death. And I realized earlier on in my younger years, a couple years ago, I used to be not consistent, but just very intense. And whenever I would try to approach something, I would try to approach intensity, but I would realize in the background that it would only last a few days or a few weeks, right? In that reference to time, you know, by creating or taking, like I create an intention, I start movement in the life, but because of the intention and the environment from where I created, I also decided the length that it would, you know, it would last. And because I didn't, well, my awareness was not centered and I didn't take things into account, I was escaping also emotions, I would create something that would not last long. So I think maybe it has to do with that. It's a bit abstract what I'm saying, but you probably understand me, no?
Yeah, I am understanding your point. Suppose I am creating something and it will have a time span, no? It will have a time span of maybe 1 second, or maybe 5 seconds, or maybe 10 seconds.
Right.
So there are 12 dimensions of time. The first one is the infinite dimension. Infinity of time. Out of this infinity of time, we will take some time, create something, and intensify it, and influence all 4 threads: space, knowledge, movements, attachment. taking one, working on all, but through one. That's how everyone works. Choose one and work through one to all. We are choosing directly the time here. We are not influencing the time. We are not influencing the time through other connections, other threads. No, directly we are working on the time. Like this clothes, I'm working. So suppose these threads are dead, but the 5 threads are dynamic then and influencing each other. Then this will be dynamic. Sometimes it will bulge like this. Sometimes it will contract. Sometimes it will take different shapes. So it will create different forms around me. And five patterns, 5 threads, all the 5 dynamics, changing colors and intermingling with each other, continuously creating forms. So this will be a dynamic dress, changing, adjusting with the environment, changing colors, changing shape, changing size. No?
Right. Yes. With the
Right.
attitude,
I'm
no,
just
the attitude as the clothes.
slowly leading you to the idea of time and seeing it in a tantric way. No? Forgetting about the science which it has created, giving you knowledge, and we are tantric. We are not looking for a what is time, completely detached and giving a word. No? We want to live the time. We are tantrics. We don't want an isolated truth separated from us. No, we want to live the truth. We want to become the truth. We want to taste the truth. This is our approach. What we want, for us important is experience. We are not interested in abstract knowledge of somebody gives us a formula, this is time. We are interested in experience. Now, we begin as a scientist. So, in experience and fundamental, we are not below analysis. Remember, when I say I'm not using analysis, that doesn't mean that I'm below analysis. I'm beyond analysis. Beyond analysis, finding the not deductive truth, but inductive truth, which has already been established, apply and see. No, like, man is mortal, is the truth. Apply and see. Analysis, and this not analysis, is just obvious through induction. You don't need to be very intelligent, rational, analytic to know that man is mortal. You are seeing it.
People dying all around.
Even if you don't know how the syllogism of Socrates given to us how to do deduction, still you know man is mortal. So this is based on induction. When I say not using analysis, means we know a lot of things just by observation. It's already established. We apply it. So going through the law, in order to understand anything, we need to make a unit. And our unit is experience. And each experience and our fundamental principle, each sensation, each sense is out of 12. Each one is capable of taking us to the God. Divine, the door to divine. Each one, all the 12. Some people choose only one and they are harping about it. You have 12 organs. You don't need to think about only one organ in the name of Tantra. So consider each one. Each experience may travel till the end to your soul. Each action can be performed in 12 dimensions of time. If it is first dimension of infinite time and you created something, it will live infinitely. So each dimension you create that much time in the time frame you create that. Same book you are writing in a different state of mind, using mind and an organ, and deductive will have a time span, maybe relevance of few years. Same book you will write in an infinite mode of time until the existence remains, your book remains true. Understand? We are the creator of time. Choice is ours. So each experience can be experienced in 12 dimensions of time. We improvise in the workshops things with the chocolate.
And the chocolate.
Taking one sense organs of rasa, water. And through that will lead you to the infinite dimension of time. Just eating a chocolate, drinking your water, or something like this. So this is how, I don't know, I'm thinking a lot. I tried to create a diagram, but not finding the way actually to how to put it on paper. So I find out a linear way, not first, very on scale, and very easy to go with it. Three-dimensional, you need to visualize and train your mind. Three-dimensional and think with all the principles. That which is very subtle will be very vast and will govern the maximum span of time. Think like this on the basis of Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Yoga is the basic. And if you don't understand, there is a full therapeutic model of Sankhya Yoga. You need to understand how the relationship of mind. And I'm assuming you know that, and then going beyond it. I'm presuming that you know Sankhya Yoga. You have read yoga, Patanjali, and Sankhya Yoga, you have studied it, you know the system, at least you know yoga. To go into the Tantra is the basic. Fundamental of yoga is the basic. So this is, and at the time of creation, the time of death will be created. That's a unit. We need a unit to experiment. This is not truth, but this all will lead you to the truth. The truth is not written in any of the books. It cannot be, but it may be support you somehow, to give you a system and to suggest you what to do about it, to experience. The truth is not there. So, time of creation determines the time of death. You may interfere. Always there is an exception. You may interfere with other powers. There are powers upon powers upon powers. One who is living in 12 dimension, infinite dimension of time, ruling people under it. There is no accidental. That's why I've become very much angry with this AI. What these scientists think that this is an accidental way of learning in nature. That each organism is going, finding the food and learning it in an abrupt way. No. Before the creation, there was a purpose for what it has been done. So the future, the one who created this creation of which we are copying, he is creating in a different time zone and giving all together at the same time of the inception of this solar system. At the time of inception, it was decided how long it will live. At the same time. And the whole story, we are under the solar system, this civilization growing, dying, people becoming enlightened, this, that will be counted. There was a solar system number 1.67 in which in so many millions years, 10 Buddhas were born. This is the history of this planet, our solar system. Time. No, time will blow your mind. Hold on to fundamental principles. That will save your mind. Otherwise, you know, I can show you the practical, what has happened to the philosophers who have tried this knowledge. If you don't want, I can show you. You have to be very much aware. That's why it's giving a sword in the hands of children Tantra. Let's ask Grok. Thinks he's very intelligent. No, this is the ego of Elon Musk. I'm the most intelligent people in this planet. Lead the humanity to the Mars. Yeah, his ego point is the same, and he doesn't know. He borrowing all his philosophy from one book. I can tell you, Elon Musk. You can see, read the book and listen to Elon Musk. They are parallel. So here, what I want to say, let's see. Let's go to Western approach. No? If you approach this knowledge through Western point of view or Western mind, what will happen? Do you have access to art story of things? Please. Stop, I don't need this information, but anyway, this is the problem. So I go one side to Western philosophers, no? See, Socrates to this and that, okay? Shit. Stop, let me write. I have to write again the question. Okay. So, this is the danger, giving swords in the hands of children. Look. Look. If you will not have the right approach to Tantra, it will be not easy thing. So let's see here. Let's how many of them? I understand asking about Western philosophy like reference to my previous response. Socrates, this, However, your query is a bit ambiguous. You might be asking how many Western philosophers exist in total. How many? Okay, I will give you. How many Western philosophers can provide the life stories for which you push on? The previous back to 7 philosophers. Answers number of shit. Oh, no. Okay, I write again.
I think it gave you a response, but it drove you back up. No?
Yeah.
It told you all the philosophers went to either they all went to jail.
I just need to show you very practically and very concrete figures that please the approach. No, approach will become blood. Remember. This approach to time you will take will become your blood. Dr. Kali, you will
Right,
enter
the third
immediately.
Kali, yeah.
So it's dangerous. That's why I'm taking precautions and to show you where you will read somewhere.
That's why there is no madhouses in India.
Just a minute. I write it again. Wow, I think so. Now you see, that's how. Where it started. Yeah. Determining the exact number of scientists, mathematicians, and philosophers, if you want to specify focus. Western philosophers, scientists, mathematicians treated in mental asylums. Overview. Friedrich Nietzsche. Very famous. I read his books, Dodges, Kegler, Sustra, and others, and I could really see how he's going cuckoo, and nobody can save him. Yeah. Friedrich Nietzsche, philosopher admitted to exile in Basel and Geneva. 90s mathematician John Nash, we already see the movie. Schizophrenia, Isaac Newton. Others writers like Virginia Woolf, psychotherapy, Nietzsche, John Nash, Carl Jung, Bertrand Russell. He is the man who introduced me to logic and cognitive things. He inspired me to become a philosopher. Imprisonment, government, jail. Socrates for sure. Bruno, Galileo Galilei, house arrest. So if you approach accidental death, just see one. Please elaborate briefly in context with German philosophy. Just one country. No. Same, but there are many. Yeah, all. Major German philosophers. Kant, Hegel, Leibniz, Schizophrenia, and Heidegger all recorded as having been treated in asylums. Arthur Schopenhauer experienced depression but managed in privately. Immanuel Kant, Hegel showed no sign of severe mental illness requiring institutionalized. I mean to say, do not approach through mind this knowledge, please. Your mind cannot even sense anything. Like it will it is not made to understand these five fibers of the creation. Mind is not made. Mind is made to express that. To give an expression to that. It's not made to understand that. Mind is made to whatever you understand to keep it as an artificial intelligence. Like this, we are using as an artificial intelligence. They are not, it is not intelligence. Do not do mistake. So all these philosophers you are seeing, they are not intelligence. They are training artificial intelligence, using mind to find the truth. And impossible. So please do not end up any one of them. Yeah? And all depending your approach. You see his Leibniz. Leibniz is trying to express one tantric principle, yet Brahmande tat pindande. No? That which is in the pind, that is reflecting in the cosmos. Whole life, he borrowed this idea from India. And all these philosophers, I will show you, borrowing one idea of Tantra and expanding whole life into that and ending up in mental asylum or accidental death, suicide, killing, something like this. You cannot approach. This knowledge is the copyright of India. And it can be given only to the person who will go down respectfully, not taking the knowledge and giving your book. My name is Leibniz. I'm giving you a new philosophy to the world.
And I am intelligent.
Stealing from India. I can show you their mind. No, I can show you the mind of what? Max Muller. Intelligent, but as a spirit, as a soul, beggar. Beggar. As a mind fully engrossed in a beast. Mind of a beast. Guys, here spirituality. Here, nobody is my boss. Understand? Here's the knowledge is my boss. So if you, Max Muller, I just wanted to show you that being knowledgeable, being a philosopher, being a good, this is not working here in this knowledge. You cannot approach with the idea, I'm very intelligent and I will understand. If you will approach this idea, Tantra doesn't allow, in all the organs, we don't have ego. Remember, we have intelligence, we have mind. And if you approach this knowledge, I'm very intelligent, I'm very good monk, I can pronounce very good, I can work 24 hours, and I will find the truth, you will end up in 3 places. Max Muller, no? Yeah. Just saying, please drop your ego before you access. Even you think of this knowledge of time, do not come forward. I'm intelligent, I'm very good, and I can understand this knowledge, I can take it. If you approach this, you will end up where they are all Western philosophers are ending. They all took essence of Tantra, one line, tried to become a great philosopher, ended up into mental asylum.
And I think Platon at the end say, I know that I don't know.
Yes. No, yes, I don't know.
Yes, because the knowing is only one dimension of the universe. Knowledge, yes.
This is how the approach. This approach will, you will end up into pieces of mind and body. India has been conquered once, but India must be conquered again. And the second conquest should be the conquest by education. Approach. You are having genuine knowledge from this India. What kind of person? I take all your money which you have earned and think how I can make you enslaved. Thinking in the terms of conquering from where you are getting the wisdom. Mind, a dirty mind. Motivated by ego. I am intelligent, I can understand Indian mysticism. I'm intelligent, I can translate, and I will have the knowledge. This mind, this kind of people, you can be a scientist, you can be a philosopher, you can be very intelligent. Please do not follow Tantra. Go in yoga. Yeah, it works there. It works there.
Yeah,
all ego structure works there.
It's safer.
Yeah, safer.
I broke my mind with yoga, and it was much, much safer because the repercussions are not that big. But
I just like to show here is not how intelligent you are, how scientist you are, how much big mathematician you are. Here is Tantra experience.
Right.
And these all people can never experience. And even if they experience, that experience will destroy them.
Max Miller idea was not that bad, you know. I read the text. It was an okay idea, but it just went crazy with it, I think, because it's not the way to do things by.
I'm just giving you. Yes, Pavel, please.
Yes, yes. I think that so all of them, they went to the med hospitals, and who was the doctors for them?
You can just imagine your fate. You are a doctor. Suppose, Pavel, you went to a hospital and there no one is a doctor, but everyone thinks he is.
and there is a joke that doctor in the med hospital, the person who first take doctor's jacket. So,
very interesting their life, you know. Treated in mental asylum, no. Received psychotherapy, or no. Imprisoned in a government jail. He escaped from this too, then ended. Died by accidental death. No, no. Only little bit. So he was not that bad a person, but somehow he faced it. Somehow. I'm just saying approach here is going down. With all the reverence you can have for God. And that's how you should approach the tantric text. With full reverence, with full devotion, keep your ego aside. You are not intelligent at all. In any case, if you will get a glimpse of any truth, be grateful.
Humility, no?
This attitude will, if you have, please follow the path, and particularly the time. In time, because you are playing with life and death. So nobody dares touch this thread. It's very dangerous. Okay, I'm concluding it with my own experience. I'm just giving you the thread, no? To follow the path. If you like, you can follow it. If you're not, there are many. Scarcity. India is rich in this sense. India is so rich that you cannot exhaust India. One methodology of finding God and philosophy about it, and rituals also. If you are in full psychodrama. Here
But I
I'm
think the
concluding this.
basement of India is the codes, because the codes is controlling, like DNA code in us, controlling everything in the body. So the knowing the codes is very, very important.
Yeah. And we begin first, the infinite mode of time. And I will give you the last Kali. And in the first and last, all where you will end up, it's your sadhana. If you will start at all, you will start first, Srishti Kali, the creative force, which is responsible for any creation, so that you enter into any other dimension. And first is seeing you and keep on seeing you without any idea. This is called Bhaira Mudra. When your eyes are open, you are seeing the object, but without any thought, without any idea. And this is the infinite dimension of time. You can remain there. As long, the more you remain, energy will be intensified. The time will be warped. The time starts to be heated, intensified. Like you will start to get the powers. Like if you get an idea into, like, suppose, very concrete example, you cannot hold on to it more than 2 seconds. This is maximum. Remember, to be in this state, and immediately mind will move. I see nothing. And then lectures and practice discipline, not mind, coming. So from no nothingness to somethingness, we are entering immediately to blood. So the approach I will take to this book will become my blood, become part of me. No? Anything you take, you look at the person, first time, very beautiful girl. Okay? No idea you are enjoying it because nothing there, just having pure beauty. It is Satyam Shivam Sundaram, first step. Truth, beauty, and godliness. You can experience direct Satyam Shivam Sundaram anywhere at the first step. Problem here is we can't stay more than 2 seconds. Even in the sexual orgasm, you have this glimpse, which you say joy actually is the same. 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 10 seconds. This is how you keep on prolonging this state using any senses. Seeing, smelling, eating, touching, any organ, or directly mind, or directly intelligence. Please.
And I think I read that rakta is means blood, but it also means sense.
Yeah.
Sense.
Sense. We will see first.
Rakta.
So first we are in a completely nothing knowing. Anything we take in the hands, it's good to experiment with food, because then you can easily see it's becoming blood. If I see book, how it become my blood?
I mean, blood. It's by first you choose it's sense. Without sensing, there is
Flow
nothing.
becoming a part of you, sensing it. But what I said yesterday. No, okay, just go like this. First is nirvikalpa. With food, I feel very nice. With visuals is very difficult to explain. But I'm seeing it, okay? Seeing this. Nothing I'm saying, oh, this is Kamnayan Pradipika. Next, blood.
Right. How to approach it, no?
Yeah. No, this is Kamnayan, and I stay there. Stay there. If I keep on staying there on the second, even I stayed, no, this is Kamnayan. I stayed there. Then I go to the third. Second, you will enter into second. Third is Sthiti Naskali. Situation is destroyed. No, I will first look, nothing there. Then I will start to look and go in the process. Second step is becoming, recognizing it and becoming part of it, like eating a toffee, chocolate. So in the process, I'm eating it, that time it's becoming my blood, cognizing it, becoming the part of it. After that, yes, it is a toffee. This is Cadbury. Yeah, third one, situation is destroyed and knowledge is done. You entered into the third stage of time. You can remain there.
Recognizing.
Recognizing it. Now you go to the fourth state. Yes, and fourth state, you remember we had organs, mind and intelligence. Mind takes time. No? Mind takes time. So third will be the mind. You will say, yes, it is exactly this book. Yes, it is toffee. It is chocolate. This is my wife. And then first, you didn't know. You were fully, this joy coming, you thought it's coming from your wife. But it was coming because you were perceiving like this. She was looking so beautiful. When I asked the name, no? And you get to know about it, she become part of you, she become your blood. Then
To ask for the name or to give the name.
Whatsoever.
Giving the name to the book is it's owning also, giving the name.
Yeah, second part. Third part, you went, you said, I know, she is my wife. You become fully certain. Fourth state, you go by the intelligence, fully determined it. Yes, she is my wife and not the wife of my neighbor. So this, this book is known. This is the Cadbury's company silk chocolate, exactly that, the fourth one. And it is not anything else. No, you see the time coming to knowledge. Thread. 5, it will connect. All 5 will be connected. So it's connecting to knowledge. This is your objective field. This is what we call it known. This, we are knowing it, objective field. But this whole process was coming subjectively inside. Then the objective and the instrument you use to know. What instrument you used to know she is my wife, not the wife of my neighbor?
Intelligence.
No, all the instrument we are using, our mind, our brain, our intelligence, all apparatus we are using. All these things. So second part is this part, Madhyama. Middle part. And if you keep on continuing your awareness without breaking it, you will enter into subjective field of consciousness. Now, inside, close it. You have known your wife. You have known the chocolate. Now it is going inside. Now will be its impression, sanskaras. Subtle sanskaras will be formed. It will be there. You eat the chocolate. It's finished. It starts becoming part of you and it starts travel towards your soul. Going deeper inside. Each experience will go to the soul. Whether drinking a glass of water or anything. A sense experience will travel to soul, the door to divine. And each sense experience, they will hold the thread and go to the divine. Deeper and deeper into the self through an experience. Then we enter inside. And at the end, everything which is born has to die and completely die. Finish forever, fully die. Death. where all the impressions, all the sanskaras will be eliminated fully and completely. The final death, Shamshan Kali. We have Shamshan because in Hindus, they burn the body. They are not burying it, burning it. That's the Kali, the time of Shamshan, the end. This is the creation of time. If you want, we are going through feminine principle. Remember, our God path divides into pravritti, nivritti. Pravritti means you are entering into the samsara, going into it. Nivritti, you are not going. No. No. Buddhism, all this yoga people, nivritti. No. No movement, no sex, nothing. No clothes. No air. No water. No food. Nothing they want. Only witness the truth. Here, not. And their principle, God is male principle. They have. Here, in Tantra, we can have both the principles. Our God can be man principle or feminine principle. We are following feminine principles, please. Shakti Prakriya. And we will go through energy process. So our approach is sense the energy, experience it. Moksha we are not looking for. We are looking for to experience this moksha while we are alive. Soul is there. I want to live it. I don't want to know the truth. Remember, I don't want to know the God. This knowledge people, they want to know the God. They want to know the self. They want to know everything. Here we don't want to know. We want to live it.
Want to be the God.
Want to live the life. Want to experience, taste it, listen it, smell it, see it. And so do not get philosophically confused. Vedanta you read, world is Maya. No? Here in Tantra, world is true. Don't get confused. That's why I say no. Just to understand in what sense they are improvising. They are different paths. So once you put yourself aloof and start seeing your state of consciousness, your dreams, your subconscious, your unconscious, and you are separate from it, and you say, no, they are not interconnected. In Tantra, we don't do. We have 108 worlds and we try to find interconnections. So if you try to find the interconnection, and if you find it, if you, in the night, if you dream about a man, and in the morning when you wake up, the man is appearing, you say the dream is true, false, Maya? No, it's true. It's true. So in Tantra, our world is true because we find the interconnections. Even I see in my dream, my teeth is broken and a river was coming out from my teeth. Symbolically, maybe my teeth will not be broken, but I see which teeth my broken, it was really broken after that. But even it's symbolical, but symbolically it says that you are going through an emotional turmoil in which you might face emotional difficulties and disgrace about. And it actually happened. So how I can say that dream, this is Maya?
Right.
It's interconnecting. So if you study and live your life, you need interconnections of different dimensions coming all together, converging in a movement, giving you a taste of bread. Smelling the air. It's a different path. Here, everything is true. If you find the connection, it's true. If I dream, wake up, oh, no connection. Oh, it was a dream. Maya, illusion. If you find a connection, it was real. So that's how in tantric way, world is real. All dimensions are, because they are interconnected. And we don't want to be separate from it and know it. No, not interested. To live it. And don't want to go out somewhere, anywhere. I'm already free. Recognition is the principle. That will come next. Philosophy of recognition with observance. next after that. If you don't understand the time, if you want to move, it's a very dangerous, powerful path, very much sword in the hand. Approach, remember. If you miss your approach, you will meet the destiny. You'll be created by somebody else. 7 observers, 7 Paramatmas, and anything you want to know is very difficult. Unless you are really serious, don't ask questions about it.
Yes, yeah. Shall we next time go through the all 12 Kalis, or we will start with, now we touch 4th Kali, yes? 4th Kali.
If you give me concrete questions, please give me concrete questions, I can answer it. Because I'm not sensing what you are, I'm sensing that you will not understanding it, but still you are getting something. Something you are holding on to.
Well,
No,
personally,
in my understanding, okay,
no,
okay,
please,
Martin.
Pavel. No, Pavel, please, you go first.
Okay, so we touched, we discussed 3 Kalis last time. Today we touched 4th Kali, the Kali of recognition. And you also say that it will be at the end, it will be Smashan Kali. So can we discuss the another Kalis? I mean, another steps of...
Three. Very simple mathematics like children. No? This you will understand.
Mm-hmm.
Divide things in 3. Now coming mathematics. No? Forget experience. Mathematics. No? I'm teaching mathematics. So, subject, me, object, that, the knowledge. Me, this, knowledge. Knower, known, and the knowledge. Or subject, object, and the apparatus. Many ways we go. So divide in 3. Divide in 3. And each one divide in 4. This all story was with the object, 4. Understand? Now, 4 stories will be in the middle process, and 4 will divide the knower, the actual soul, the powers. So it's that way, it's very simple.
Okay.
Object is known, that was the 4th step. Completely known, fully known, you are Marvin, you are not Pavel. After all this experience, object is known. Marvin is known to me. First, no, I didn't know who this person is. Then I getting to know it, practically, cognitions begin. Then it's destroyed. Oh, his name is Marvin. No? 3rd one. 4th one, I go more deeper. Exactly Marvin and not anything else. If mind recognizing something, it goes through a process. Intelligence doesn't take time. In a split of a second, it knows without any logic. So we have 12 organs. Which organ you are using? You are using which organ you are using. Through that organ, you will know. So the 4, applying all these 12 organs, you know the object. The object is known. That was the first calculation of time.
Okay.
Now 2 remained. 4 and 4 more. 1 in the middle and 1 and the last is the depth, Samshanka. Where time devotes. So we are learning, create time and eat the time. Both. Creating the time and eating the time. If you go to the male principle, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Creator, maintainer, and destroyer. But we are going through feminine principles. Here, we are not interested in Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Our body is female now, no? Feminine.
Well, we can see the correspondence anyways, no? There is a straight correspondence, you know, with, like it reflects anyways with, as you said, masculine principle, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Yeah. You know, there's a reflection anyways, even though we're looking at feminine, we
your choice. You are the son, Papa son or Mama son, no?
Right.
Yeah. Papa son or mama son. Just make a choice. Do not go in philosophy. No?
No, of course.
You feel, follow the heart. This is my choice. My
Right.
mama. And then finish. Papa, no, mama. I am a mama son. Make a choice. I'm a papa son. Go with nature, no? Rather than going through information. And, no, go with your nature. Go with your heart. This is Tantra. I'm mama son. So what? My mama will take care of everything. I'm papa son. So my papa will take care. So make a choiceful. All this choiceful, be playful. And next one we are entering, you will enjoy. Then come to the observer. Observer is very free. Very free. It's all freedom. You can see freedom there. In all paths you can sense the freedom. And observer is more free. Free. Freedom is the highest value of India. That's what we are looking for. Freedom. Absolute freedom.
And then you have the West who pretend to be free.
If you are afraid of death, otherwise they will hang you. You say, I'm not afraid of death. No, I will tell the truth. Hang this person, not understanding, disturbing us,
Right, like Jesus, no?
Knowledge.
Like last time you said Jesus and his disciples died as martyrs, right? Because a little bit like that.
I'm giving you, you will not understand, but this AI is amazing for me now. Anything I want to shoot, you read, please. I don't want to read.
Okay, thank you for the...
Thank you very much. Coming for next Saturday, I'm briefing it. If I will elaborate, it's very vast. I'm trying to be as short possible to introduce you different way of working.